Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm going to give us just probably 30 seconds to a minute to give everybody else a chance to join us, and then we can get started. Did you have a question, Maxwell? If you did, you can put it in the Q&A portion of that box so we can get to you. You may not be able to speak in here. Okay. And with that said, I'll go ahead and I'll get this started. Hi again, and welcome to Loomly. Thanks for joining us today for our flash webinar on LinkedIn publishing. The goal of Flash webinars is to offer you a quick but in-depth presentation of one specific Loomly feature. It shouldn't take longer than 15 minutes. My name is Jamaly, and I'll be your host for today. My colleague Amanda will be monitoring the Q&A box below, so please feel free to send in any questions that you may have throughout the webinar. And with that, let's dive into it. We built Loomly to give you an easy-to-use platform that lets you collaborate with your team around LinkedIn posts. You can access the data you need and understand the real-time impact of your efforts. Let's take a look at how Loomly helps you create engaging LinkedIn content. For your very first step, you'll need to decide how frequently you're going to publish content. LinkedIn suggests posting daily on business days, but a minimum of 3 times per week works well too. Just be cautious not to post more than twice a day. Sometimes overposting can impact your engagement. At Loomly, we highly recommend focusing on how many high quality posts you can consistently commit to for the best results. Once you've identified your ideal posting cadence, you can use Loomly's scheduling slots feature to set your preferred publishing schedule and save time when creating new posts in Post Builder. I'll show you how. In case you need a spark of inspiration to create your post, you can use our built-in post ideas. This includes Twitter trends, RSS feeds, Loomly inspiration, Loomly ideas, and you can even create custom post ideas tailored to your needs. Here's where you can see some of those post ideas when it's time to build your post. This is the generic content panel, and that's where you can set your post details. You can choose a generic time and date that'll be applied to all selected channels. You can either select this from a preset slot based on a predetermined schedule, or you can pick a custom date or time. For this one, we're going to focus solely on LinkedIn, and here's where you can set your post details. These are some of the predetermined times I have set from my scheduling slots. I'll go ahead and choose this one for Friday. This one, this is just for internal use, but just so we can have it outside of it. LinkedIn publishing. And you can also add post labels to categorize and manage your posts within Loomly. Labels help you quickly identify which campaign or category each post will belong to. For example, you can label posts by specific campaigns like seasonal promotions or product launches, as well as by type like blog posts or sponsored content. You can also leverage these labels in advanced analytics to filter and track the performance of your specific campaigns. For this one, this is a flash webinar, so I'll label it as such. Now, your base copy will apply to all channels, but you have the option to refine it in the next step. Here, we're going to focus on LinkedIn. So for this, I'll say my post. Awesome. Now, to upload media, you can choose images from your desktop, the Loomly library, URLs, Google Drive, or Canva. You can also access millions of royalty-free visuals from Unsplash and Giphy. I'll grab one from Unsplash today. This one's perfect. Perfect. And we'll see that my photo I chose is uploaded here. You can also edit images and videos. If you need to make adjustments to your visuals, you can use Loomly Studio. This is our built-in image and video editor to make final tweaks before publishing. So you can see here, this will take us to Loomly Studio. With Loomly Studio, we also have things you can resize, filter, fine-tune. What I use mostly is our popular crop ratios. Sometimes they're divided, not sometimes, but they're also divided by social media platforms as well. We're doing LinkedIn, so I can do a popular one like a square or a portrait. I think I'll leave it in the portrait format just so we can get the full one. And I'll save that there. You can also add alt text. For this one, I'll add some alt text describing what type. And then you'll be able to customize your post and preview it live so you know exactly how it'll look when it's published to LinkedIn. Here's where you can see a live preview of your post in the next step. You can also schedule a first comment to be posted immediately after your content goes live. This feature is located below your customized caption in the text box for the LinkedIn first comment. Since LinkedIn's algorithm favors social first content, it often restricts the reach of posts containing external links. Scheduling a first comment with Loomly can help you maximize engagement and visibility so you're not getting penalized by that. This allows you to prompt your followers to take action without compromising your post's chances of being seen. So here's where you'll see that first comment box. Here's an example. Since I'll have a link there, I'll put that in my first comment so when it's published, instead of publishing with the regular comment or the regular copy of the post, it'll be published as a first comment right underneath, just like this. Please note that first comments can't be used with PDF carousels or polls. Now with Loomly, you can automatically post single or multi-images, videos, and PDF carousels. While photo and video carousels aren't natively supported for LinkedIn, you can share document-based carousel posts. You can upload a photo, video, or PDF document using the respective icons. You can also select files from the library, Google Drive, Canva, or a URL. Here are those respective icons I was talking about. You can also import Canva designs as PDFs into the library before you add them in the post builder. Here's how you would do that. I have an asset here that I'd like to use. I'll export that to Loomly. Do it as a PDF. And just like that, you'll see that it's exported to the Loomly library. So let's go now. Now we want to go ahead and upload a document based. Let's go ahead and upload a document here. I want to go ahead and use this instead of my old photo. So I'll go ahead and delete that. You can see as I make changes, it's edited here as well. I'll remove this. And here will be. As you can see the preview updating as I make changes here as well. Once it's uploaded, you can go to the fine-tune content step and use the gear icon to rename your PDF if you need to. Here's where I would do that, and I can change the document title here if I wanted to. Please note that PDF files can contain up to 300 pages, but we recommend keeping it under 12 pages to maintain viewer attention. Loomly also supports direct publishing of LinkedIn polls. This enables you to engage with your audience seeking their opinions on various topics. You can access this feature in the fine-tuning step of the post builder where I was as well. Polls provide a dynamic way to connect with your audience and gain insights into their perspectives. With Loomly, you can include a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 4 options for responses. Please note that media attachments, link previews, audience targeting, and post sponsoring aren't supported for polls at this time, but I'll show you how we can do that. So here, if I wanted to add a LinkedIn poll, I'd click this button here. Now, LinkedIn polls can't be customized with any photos or anything like that at this time, so I'd have to go ahead and remove those in order for my poll to show up correctly. So my question, this will be the copy. My question would go here. You can do purple, blue, orange. Yep. Then you can set a duration for the poll, and it'll show up just like this once published. Next would be audience targeting and post sponsoring. This isn't available for polls, but it will be available for any other type post that you make for LinkedIn. Organic audience targeting is ideal for brands with a large community or those who need to target a specific subset of their audience. You can access LinkedIn audience targeting here in the fine-tuning panel of the post builder, and it'll limit who will see your post based on the following attributes. It'll be industries, seniorities, function, company size, languages, and locations. Please note that the targeted segment must have at least 300 followers, otherwise the post won't be published. Post sponsoring also enables you to give a boost to your post with ads before it goes live. To get started, ensure that your LinkedIn ad account is connected to Loomly. I can see that it's connected here. Then, when you're building a post, click on Show Sponsoring Options and define your campaign parameters. This would include budget, time frame, objective, and target audience. Here's where you'll be able to show your sponsoring options, and you'll be able to fill them out accordingly. For this one, we're not going to use any, but I wanted to show you for example. Once you've identified all of your elements, you would go ahead and you'll click done, and to make sure that to confirm that you want to promote your post. Now, once you're satisfied with your post, you can choose from several options. You can save it as a draft for later. You can submit it for approval if you're working as a part of a team or with clients, or you can schedule it for a specified future date and time. You can publish it now also if you want it to be published immediately. For this one, we have a good scheduled date. I'll go ahead and schedule it for now. Next, you'll be directed to the post view. This is where most of the collaboration takes place. Depending on the post status and other relevant details, you can review its history, assignees, and other things of that nature. If the post is sponsored, you'll have access to important information such as the campaign parameters. That'll show up here. Now, once you've published your content, it's time to interact with your followers. Our interactions management tool allows you to reply to LinkedIn comments and mentions for your company pages. This helps you foster connections and build your community. You can efficiently manage interactions with your team by assigning states, assigning collaborators, filtering interactions by assignee, and creating saved replies. I'll show you how that looks. Here's where we go. Your interactions will be available this tab here. This is where you're going to be able to assign states. You can mark as in red, archive, mark them as red. You'll be able to assign collaborators as well. You can also filter your interactions by status, and you can filter them by assignee as well. And you'll be able to manage and create save replies. Finally, it's time to measure your efforts in analytics. Loomly Analytics tracks your post performance in real time after publication. This allows you to easily identify which topics and content types resonate most with your audience, enabling you to incorporate these insights into your content planning process. Our analytics show you detailed information like the account, post, and link metrics to measure the success of your efforts. Additionally, you can compare performance over time to see your social media growth on LinkedIn. I'll show you how that looks. Boom. To access analytics, you'll click the analytics icon on the top navigation bar. You'll then be able to access metrics such as account level statistics, such as your total number of page likes and followers, post metrics, including reach, impressions, and engagement rate. You'll also be able to see loom.ly click counts, sources, and locations. This is what happens when you shorten URLs using Loomly. That's what that dashboard will look like for you. Please also note that we don't only we show analytics data for all posts, not just the posts published via Loomly as well. So if you had some posts that you published manually to LinkedIn before using Loomly or while using Loomly, those will show up in our analytics for you as well. You can also filter your posts by date and period time comparisons. You can also filter them by labels to dive deeper into your analytics. This can help you make more informed decisions. So here's where you can create your selected date range. You can compare them to other periods, and here's where you can filter by labels as well. If you subscribe to the standard plan or higher, you can also export your analytics into a CSV or PDF file. You'll see that here. For users on the advanced plan or higher, our schedule reports feature allows you to schedule and automate the sending of recurring PDF analytics on a weekly or a monthly basis. You can schedule up to 3 reports per calendar and add up to 25 recipients. Finally, you'll be able to access post metrics in the post view. We'll show basic metrics such as likes and comments so you can see how your posts are performing. Here's what that'll look like. Once you have a post here, you'll have the preview that it was published. You'll also be able to see some of the analytics here for you. We have the shares, the amount of clicks, the engagement rate. You see reactions here as well as impressions and comments. And that wraps up today's webinar. Thanks so much for joining us. If you'd like to learn more about what we covered today, please check out the in-depth articles in our FAQ that you can access right from your dashboard. If you have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to contact our team either through our chat or over email at contact@loomly.com. And thanks again. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.